I've heard so many bad things about Cleveland. So the mistake on the lake. Oh, Cleveland's just a Rust Belt city. Like, who cares about Cleveland? You're talking about the place where the river caught on fire, right? That city. That's the city that you like, that you're creating this entire YouTube channel around. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Yep. Hey guys, it's Wesley with the Rooted Real Estate Group. I'm here to talk to you today about the 5 things that I absolutely hate about Cleveland. Now, we've lived here for about 6 years, and so I've sort of gotten a feel for the city and for what it's got to offer. Now, as always, if you're interested in this kind of content, please hit the subscribe button, tap the little bell so you're notified every time that I do a video like this. Also, if you're looking to move to the area, if you're thinking about moving to the area, I get phone calls, emails, text messages on a regular basis from people that want to move to the city. If that's you, please feel free to reach out to me, call, email, text. I'm happy to help you any way that I can. Okay, so the first thing that I hate about Cleveland is the weather. Now, you're going to get this a lot from a lot of different people. Oh, I hate the weather, but let me tell you why. Okay, I'm originally not from the Midwest, and so the snow is something that was fairly new to me when I moved to Ohio. I don't dislike the snow, I just dislike how it makes everything basically not drivable in most circumstances. You get an inch or two here or there, it's not a big deal, but when we get these massive snowstorms, it's aggravating. But when I talk about the weather, what I really mean is the fact that the weather can change literally 3 different seasons all in one day. You'll wake up in the morning and it's freezing cold, right? Then when you go to lunch, you'll need to take your coat off and have a polo on. Or you'll get to mid-afternoon and it will be a literal heat wave outside. Like, you just never know. And so the days that you have to run both your air conditioning and your heat in the car, like, I'm over that, right? Like, just stick to a season and just be done with it. The number 2 thing that I hate about Cleveland is the roads, right? So you're in a salt state already, so the roads are going to be, a little bit wonky in places, but it's not just in some places, right? There are some places that I've been to on the east side that I literally felt like I had just gone 3 rounds with Mike Tyson. Just bumps and holes and just the whole bit. The other thing that really frustrates me about the roads is the fact that they're always working on them. And it's not that they work on them in a way that makes any sense, right? So they'll work on one section and they'll take a month off and go do something else. And then they'll come back and it just messes up traffic for everybody. Or they'll work on, and again, don't get me wrong, I know that there are certain ways that you have to work on roads. There's rules about that and all that, but it just frustrates me because it seems like these things just go on perpetually. I've heard it said that the state tree of Ohio should be the orange barrel, and that is 100% true in Cleveland. The third thing that I hate about Cleveland, and it's very closely related to my number 2 thing that I hate about Cleveland with the roads, is the drivers. Right, so again, I don't hail from the Midwest. I don't know if the driving test here in Ohio or in Cleveland proper is super easy and it's really easy to get your license here or what, but the people that drive around here have absolutely no idea what they're doing, right? The other thing that I think I know what the problem is. I think the main problem is people are just in such a big hurry to get where they're going. Routinely, now every single day when I come to the office, I have to drive through a school zone. Literally every single day I drive through a school zone, someone is speeding through the school zone. And I'm just curious, like, where are you going that you are in such a big hurry that you can't take a quarter mile and slow down 15 miles an hour? Like, it makes no sense to me, right? And then just the general driving, right? Like, you'll find the people that are really nice that will let you into traffic and, those sorts of things. But by and large, man, people are jerks around here when they're driving. And that's just the plain cold fact of the matter. The number 4 thing that I hate about Cleveland is that there's virtually nothing to do on the lake, right? So we've got this huge, nice lake, and it seems like people only want to live on it, right? Which I get, like it's really cool, you know, to walk out of your back door and be able to see, you know, the lake and watch the sunset or the sunrise, depending on where you are. Like I understand that and I get that. But you think about places like Chicago, right? Chicago is on a Great Lake and it has Navy Pier, right? So a really cool, fun place to take your family to go hang out. I mean, other than really like maybe the flats downtown, there's not really a place to do that. Now there's parks here and there, you know, Huntington Beach, Rocky River Park, those places. But if you wanted to go, you know, an hour outside of Cleveland, an hour and 15 minutes, you can go to Sandusky, which is where Cedar Point is and all that. But I don't really consider that Cleveland, right? It's not really Cleveland. So the fact that we've got nothing on the lake to be able to enjoy the lake beyond maybe a couple of parks, there's nowhere to take your family to like grab a meal or, you know, just hang out or go shopping or whatever that's right on the lake front that you can see. So that's another thing that I really don't like about living on a Great Lake is that unless I have a really rich friend and want to go hang out with them and watch the view from the lake from their property, there's really nowhere that I can really do that where I could take my kids or take my family and do something like that. Okay, my last thing that I hate about Cleveland is the fact that it gets such a bad rap. I have lived here for 6 years and we absolutely love it here. Like, yeah, am I aggravated about the weather and about the roads and about the drivers and about the lack of lakefront, you know, something to do? Sure. But there's so many redeeming things about Cleveland that I just, as a non-lifelong Clevelander, even I get upset. And so for the folks that have lived here all their lives, like I can totally understand what they feel when somebody calls the city, you know, the Mistake by the Lake, or, oh, you remember your river caught fire. Cleveland's a really great place. Like think about who's here, right? So you've got 3 major sports teams. You've got major businesses that have called this place home. Like these are global businesses. You're looking at Progressive Insurance, Moen for the faucets and whatnot, Sherwin-Williams for the paint. Like you've got these big, huge companies. Even American Greetings built a facility here. So you've got these companies that are coming in that are wanting to invest in the city. And then you've got all these people that are just bad mouthing the city, right? Like so, the food scene here is awesome. The nightlife can be good at times based on where you are. Like there's history here, there's culture here, there's a big arts culture. And so for people to just continually badmouth Cleveland, like I don't get it. And that's probably the thing that I hate the most about this place is that, hey, I don't get why people are so down on Cleveland. It's a really, really great place. I hope this content was in some ways helpful for you as you're thinking about making a move. If you are thinking about making a move, please let me know. Leave me a comment, shoot me a text, drop me an email, even a phone call will do, and I'd be happy to help you any way that I can. Take care.